So Stevie Stevie Richards has a channel. Old Dr. Stevie. So he's talking about so I get a lot of wrestling stuff at my what you call it, recommendation. Stevie Richards on Triple H burying Chris Masters. Oh, I thought Triple H, they said he didn't bury nobody. He was alright. I'm talking about the wrestler Triple H, not the businessman Triple H. Because didn't Chris Masters come back smaller? And I like Chris. I thought Chris Masters, when he first came in, I thought he was gonna be like the next Lex Luger or something like that. Because Luger was better as the bad guy than the good guy. But let's see what Stevie's talking about.
That was one of the crappiest things that I ever witnessed, and I spoke out.
And
I think you're a piece of crap for saying stuff like that. One of my initial shoot interviews that I've ever done was me really blasting Triple H about that condescending, petty sense of humor that he has, especially dressing down a talent and literally saying, you did steroids and now you're off the gas.
Oh, yeah.
People could say...
He tried that with... I forgot. Yeah, he tried something like that with... Who was it? I think it was Van Dam. Yeah, it's Van Dam had to get him straight. Because, Van Dam... Everybody knows the smoking thing. He never hid that. But trying to pick at it, that's not funny. And Van Dam's not the one to play with or pick at.
That's not what he meant. Chris says, I didn't take too much offense to it, but this is a dude that had a legitimate problem and came back. And to do that, and you do it to a guy. I would love to see Triple H do that to Brock Lesnar. or Batista. Say something like that to them.
He would have got his. That's good, Stevie. He would have got his damn face beat in. I know he'd get fired. Let's go give a fuck about getting fired. Shoot. Let me get that back.
Or Batista. You do it to a guy. I would love to see Triple H do that to Brock Lesnar, or Batista. Say something like that to them live on TV or in a pre-recorded segment.
That's fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying before. Like everybody talks about Triple H and this big love fest about he's the father figure, and even Shawn to a degree. Those are the guys I know, and those are the guys that personality does creep up from time to time. That has not completely left that guy. Why would you do that? What's the point of that? And by the way, DX were baby faces in that promo. What good does that do? That was one of the crappiest things. I'm going to try not to curse because I felt like doing an F-bomb. That was one of the crappiest things that I ever...
No, let him have it, Stevie. Let him have it.
And I think you're a piece of crap for saying stuff like that. And to this day, I'm not gonna waver from my viewpoint, my accurate, educated viewpoint, that's the dude that other talent had to deal with, especially when you're supposedly one of the boys, but you're really in power because you're married to the boss's daughter. So if he was anybody in the locker room and said that on TV, Chris would be in his face, somebody else would have knocked him out or broke his big nose, and that would have been the end of it.
At the time, did you feel like it was, as far as
James
steroids go, the testing go, was it one rule for the undercard and one rule for the main eventers?
1,000,000%.
Wow, that was something.
It
looked like James just came from out of nowhere just then. So he works with a lot of the Dutch, I know Shane Douglas and some other people. But yeah, that dude, oh boy. I know people say that a married boss's daughter has nothing to do with nothing, but it's starting to seem more real now. Because he said, what he said, Steiner didn't like him. Didn't like Michaels either. Who else? I guess they done got cool now. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, and he said he's been making fun of Road Dogg, and Road Dogg's been in the service and everything. And Billy Gunn's got a hot temper. He would have tore him apart. But yeah, you see they done got all right now. But yeah, it's because some of it be rumors, but then like you keep hearing the same shit over and over. It's like, come on now, it can't be just BS.
value as a human being is determined by your push and how you draw money at the time. And for being a fake subjective business, they can put anybody in those spots. NXT is kind of an example that they can just plug in anybody. It's just a company. But back then, obvious people had more political leeway to do more things of what they want. And Randy Orton has spoken about how he's trashing hotel rooms, and Cody talked about ripping urinals out. If that was anybody who wasn't figured
ripping
in
urinals out
to be a part of the long-term plans, and Randy has earned his spot over and over again and drawn money and definitely matured since then. So I'm all for people getting second and third chances, but just make it a little bit more objective across the board. You know, don't that creates kind of a toxic atmosphere in the locker room. But here's the thing, it's always going to be that way. It's never going to change. Kind of like the jobber term in last week's episode. That's never going to change. That's a part of the, okay, what do I now tell you this right here? I said straight to Johnny Ace one time during the end of my time that I didn't know was towards the end. They were drug testing me. And I turned to Johnny and I said, if you guys are planning to get rid of me, if you're planning to release me, just release me. Do not use the crutch that I failed the drug test, because I don't have anything, like as far as to be anywhere near, how should I say, I can't take pride that, you know, with my spot on the card, I can't really be proud of the fact that I'm not living up to my potential that I feel like
Stevie don't
I'm
mess
able
with
to
us,
accomplish. But if you guys even dare say I failed an effing drug test, I will sue this company, because that's the one last thing, ethics, values, what I have to hang on and look at myself as a man in the mirror. If you try to falsely take that away from me, I'll sue this effing company, and I don't care if I lose every dime, because you're not going to take that away from me. It's true. Like what?
Unless somebody's trying to make them fail something on purpose. I don't know about that. That's fucked
hooked us up.
up. Know about that. That's true. We're getting back to this Triple H business. Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember. I think he pulled that crap with Van Dam, and Van Dam wasn't having it. I guess he was trying to be the for, like I said, with DX, with the original DX. Michaels was the funny man, not Triple H. I'm talking about when it was just Triple H, Michaels, and China. I think Rude was there at the center a little bit later, but yeah, that he wasn't even the funny man. It was Michaels. He's funny, you know, coming out, carrying on and stuff. But yeah, he said something like that. He's like, "You making these type of jokes? I'm not your friend," or something. Yeah, I wish I had to remember the interview, but yeah, he didn't like that shit. But that dude, boy, he's be a real piece of work.